Good evening. Hope everybody's well. I am cracking, as they say. Right. Let me just find the. I got an email this afternoon, so let's see what he's got to say, because he's updated me a bit, I think. Just got to find it. Oh, that's no good, is it, you dickhead? Just open it in the wrong bloody thing. Bear with me. Just been a bit thick. Yeah. Anyway, good evening to each and every one of you. Hope everybody's good in this cracking day we've got. Open with Google. There we go. Right, so as you can see, he's got 96 days to do. We're on the countdown. We're on the rundown. Let's have a look. See who's in the stream. So, Sharon, good evening. Kelsey, love, good evening. Good evening, Paul. Oh, that's me. Yeah. Dom, good evening. Paul, good evening. Nice to see you all. And yeah, so I've had a fairly short email. all his emails seems to be short. I've had two, I think, in the past couple of years. He thinks a lot of me, doesn't he? Emails all the time. But there you go. So I think the biggest thing he's got going is, if I've read it right, he says he's lost 2 stone since moving from going into Loudon to now. So he's lost 2 stone. So, which isn't bad, is it? Another couple of stone and it'll be down to my weight. You know, fighting weight. That's get down to my fighting weight. So, yeah, he said he's good. He hasn't had his gym induction yet, but he's still doing exercises and stuff like that. He's in a large cell with a shower and a decent cellmate, which is a good thing, I suppose, especially if you drop your soap. And he says he's got a level unbroken bed, which is the first one he's had since he's been inside. So that's basically what he's been up to. He's counting down to days because he's actually put in how many days he's got to do. So he's counting them down himself. So I am counting them down as well. So it'll fly by now. Now we're into the summer months. Autumn will be round about soon. And away we go. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're on our own. We're on our own. That doesn't make sense, but there you go. You knew what I meant. So you'll have to forgive me because I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat. I don't know what it is. But cold coffee, I'll get rid of it. Normally does. So everybody's good, I hope. And the weather's kind on you all. It's been a cracking day today. Been lovely, as they say. going to get better as the week goes along. And yeah, Noxie 96, and he'll be out okay, and outwards all again. So there we go. Not a lot to update you on because he doesn't pad out his emails, considering you get quite a few lines. But it's nice to see that he's dropping weight, because I did say when I didn't go to see him down in Nottingham, but when I went a few times to see him in Hull, and each time I went, he looked a little bit more chubby, if that's the right word. So dropping the weight, 2 stone's not bad, is it? Well, it's good, but it could be crap if you actually weighed 26 stone to start with. He didn't, but you know, it's one way to look at it, I suppose. But yeah, so that'd be nice, Noxie, getting in a visit. If I was, I'd organise one myself if I was, don't know what the word is. If I was better. As I've mentioned before, I'm not that well. And hopefully it'll be sorted out by the end of the month. So I'm led to believe. But I don't think I can go back into the hospital, have any more cameras, because I've got nowhere else to put a bloody camera. I had one down my throat on Monday. That was a bit of of an experience, to say the least. Yeah, Noxie, I hope I do. I'm sick of it, quite honestly. And, you know, I'm a little bit gutted because England are playing at Nottingham on Tuesday night, and I know there'll be some bloody tickets going. And I won't be able to go. But there you go. I've not been able to go before, so it won't kill me. I don't know if anybody watched the football the other night, but it was like watching paint dry. I think I've seen better matches on the school playing field. They were absolutely crap, but they still won, which is the biggest deal, isn't it? As long as you win, that's the thing. So anyway, less of football, and less of them, more of me, I suppose. I'm saying I can't tell you a lot more, can I? Because I think I've told you everything about my bloody self. But yeah, just above my head, you can see the thing going by. If you want to email, the details are there. I'm just watching it go by just to see if it's got everything you need. No, it hasn't, but the app you use is eMates, which is email a prisoner. It's not free. It costs you an email, and a reply costs 68p. which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. It's a lot if you haven't got it, but I mean, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, is it? And it must give you a bit of a, I don't know if buzz is the right word, but you know, when you receive mail or emails, things like that, it does raise your not expectations, morale. Yeah, 68 pence, Noxie. I sent one this afternoon, and I made sure I looked to see how much it cost. So it's 68p, which is now. Man, I didn't put I didn't add any images or anything like that. Hi, Sharon. I thought I'd already said hi to Sharon. I mean, was you in earlier and then left? All right. You came in at 5:05. What was that all about? 2 hours early. Well, there you go. I make mistakes like that all the bloody time. Yeah, it's about £1 if you send a photograph, but 68p without a photograph. And I think you can attach 4 photographs. I presume it'll cost you for each photograph you send. I can't imagine it's £1 per 4, but you don't have to send photos, do you? That's the thing. You don't need a photo to explain. Well, I don't. Some people might, but I don't. There you go. So there's not a lot to say. There's not a lot happened. I've just been plodding on as I do in my tiny little world I've got. And keeping me brain in gear, or attempting to keep me brain in gear. So I've been fairly busy this week. I've decided that I'm going to build an app for my family's archive, and it's looking quite good. I'm quite impressed with what I've managed to do, considering I'm not into writing shit like that. But yeah, Sharon, I've sent him my number, my date of birth, my address. It's all gone to him. But, you know, like I say, he doesn't have to phone me. He can just reply to the emails. If I send him an email and he keeps it, he can use it as his reply. He doesn't have to reply exactly to the email I send. So he can use emails as it goes along. I think that's what you can do anyway. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I did go on his channel yesterday to see if I could scrape through some of his YouTube stuff that he hasn't actually put up, but I thought better of it once I started looking, because I thought there must be a reason he hasn't put that up. So I haven't. I've only looked at stuff he's actually put onto his channel, and as far as I can see, I've near as damn it re-uploaded to my channel the music stuff. I haven't I haven't uploaded stuff like his, what was that other thing he did? Cheeky chappy stuff. What was that? Help is at hand. I can't remember what they called it now. Cheg's Tips. Cheg's Tips. Anyway, he did some. So, and I am downloaded them and uploaded them onto mine. If anybody wants tips, they can just send me a message. Tasty Tech Tips. That's it, Kelsey. I knew you'd know. Tasty Tech Tips. It's a mouthful, isn't it? Tasty Tech Tips. Yeah, so I think he did 3 or 4 of those. But like I say, I haven't downloaded them and uploaded them again onto mine. I've just tried to stick to stuff that's got music on. Then you don't have to watch it. You can just have it in the, playing in the background, like listening to a radio, I suppose. Back in the day when you listened to radios, you didn't have to sit at a computer and watch them. You can just listen. So there you go. And I might have another look tomorrow, just to see if I haven't got everything down. But I think I had. Yeah, there you go then, Kels. It worked though, love, didn't it? It worked. So yeah. So there we have it. So now remember, if you use the email a prisoner, you need to change the prison to Lindholm Prison, and his number is A7816FC. So there you go. He'll appreciate any correspondence, because I know he does. And there you go. Give him something to do to answer. Nobody comes on my channel to chat me up. I don't know why. Well, I do really, because I'm an ignorant twat. But yeah, so he's getting lots of messages and stuff, and I'm going to be going on to his channel fairly shortly and putting an update on his post an update about when he's going to be coming out, what he's going, well, not what he's going to be doing, but giving them a chance to get in touch if they want to get in touch. So it's keeping the tasty boy in the public eye, as they say. So if you sub to Cheg's channel and you have the little bell on it, you should in a couple of days get a thing saying there's an update. I don't know how it works, but I presume that's how it works. But we'll see anyway. I do have a lot of things to do. A lot of things that are happening. And so on, whatever. Yeah. So yes, Sharon, double figures, 96, going strong. When I was at school, I used to be able to divide 96 by different numbers. I can't now. You can't even divide it by 2. But there you go. Oh, yes, I can. It's just come in my head. But there you have it. As you get older, you know, your mental arithmetic goes out the bloody window. I have to, on my desk, I've got a little pad and a couple of pens. And if I need to, you know, do some maths or whatever, I've got a pen and a pad, because when I'm doing my ancestry, you know, it'll come up with, I don't know, 1911 census. And in the 1911 census, it won't give a birth date. It'll say they were about 50 years old or 52 years old, you know. And then you have to take 52 off 1911. Used to be able to do that in my head. Can't do it now. I have to write it down. So that's one of the things of becoming middle-aged. I said that without laughing. I'm quite impressed. So, middle-aged. If I'm middle-aged, I've got another 70 years to do. I don't think I've got that. Unless, of course, they come up with a wonder bloody drug, which they probably will when I croak it. I'll croak it, and then 3 weeks later they'll come out with this bloody drug saying this will keep you alive for another 50 years. Kind of luck I've got. You know, I couldn't win a raffle. Even if I was the only person in the raffle, I wouldn't win it. But, you know, I'm not a lucky guy. And the amount of people that say to you, well, you know, you make your own luck. Well, you bloody don't make your own luck. What a lot of bollocks that is, making your own luck. If I could make my own luck, I'd have been a millionaire 10 times over. Not that I want to be a millionaire. I just want enough money to be able to do what I want to do. And I want to do a few things in my life yet. Besides sit here on a Sunday night and talk to a little square thing in front of me for an hour. Not that I don't enjoy. I enjoy the hour I'm doing, and I enjoy the Monday night hour. I do. But you know what I mean, don't you? You know? Anyway, just going off track somewhere there. I don't know where I was going, but I was going off track. Yeah, so if Levi keeps losing these couple of stones every month or so, he's going to be like a bloody whippet when he comes out. He won't need a lift home. He'll be able to bloody run it. No chance of me giving him a lift home because I've sold my car. But there'll be plenty of people I know will be offering their time, effort, and whatever to be there. So there you go. Anyway, just yeah, I could. I was well, funny enough, I was I've had dinner, which I don't normally eat until late in the night. But today I thought I'm going to have not some lunch, some dinner or tea or whatever you want to call it. But it was fairly late, and I thought, well, if I if I go for a shave and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to miss it. So I left it. And little did I know, I've got a great big, it's like Big Ben out there. There's a great big clock tower with a big clock on it. And of course, I look, you can see me looking out to see what it is. And when I look, I didn't realise it's 10 minutes slow. So that's why it was like bang on 7 o'clock when I started. Because I looked up and it said 10 to 7. I thought, oh, I've got 10 minutes. I could go and make another coffee and whatever. And then I looked at my phone, and my phone said 7 o'clock. So there you go. So BKFC on the 28th. Whereabouts is that then, Sharon? Where they fighting? I presume it'll be in a ring, but where will they be fighting? Where will the ring be based, if you know what I mean? And I'm not sure what a Danny top is. Birmingham. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice city, is Birmingham, isn't it? I once did a 10-month, don't know what you call it. When I was into IT, I did 10 months with British Rail at their new headquarters in Birmingham. For the life of me, I can't remember what it's called, but it was a big new building. Close to the centre as well. But yeah, I did 10 months there. Cracking, loved every minute. It was great. And then I, after the 10 months in the British Rail headquarters, I went out to upgrade their, don't know what you call them now. It'll come to me in a minute what you call them, but signal boxes. Yeah. So I had 3 months upgrading signal boxes from, I think, the other, when I say the other side, I mean the eastern side of Derby to the western side of Birmingham and in between. So used to do a couple of signal boxes a week. Upgrade all their equipment, put new equipment in. It was a doddle, really. Bloody doddle. It was money for old rope. Loved it. Loved every minute. Yeah, Paul, I don't know whether you can call it a shithole, really. It's always been full of ethnic minority people, so not going to knock it. But yeah, they're everywhere anyway, not only in Birmingham. So, Knox, are you going to be getting a phone call tomorrow? That'd be nice for you. By time he's got my number in and whatever, and it's sorted out, he'll be coming out. So like I say, I don't need a phone call. An email's good. In fact, you know, you can think about emails, can't you? You can put more into an email than you can in a phone call, because half the time in a phone call you forgot what you're going to say. Yeah, Kels, I know, sweetheart. I do know why he hasn't been able to ring. But don't know what it is, but it happened twice in Hull. I had to put it in twice in Hull, and only once, I think, in the Nottingham one. What was the Nottingham one? Loudham Grange. So yeah, there you go. Like I say, I'm quite happy with emails. Quite happy with emails. And you can put a bit more background into an email, can't you? Even though you might not have the right inflection in the tone as you would on a telephone call, but anything is good. Yeah, so anyway, people, I'll just take this thing going across my head off because nobody will want to be seeing that anymore. There we go. So get back to where I was. Oops, that's not where I was. So there you go. Sharon leaving us. Thanks for coming, Sharon. And get your washing in. No, it's not going to rain, is it? Well, I don't know how it is down where you are, but the sky's clear here. It's not blue, but it's clear. It's not a blue sky as such, but it's definitely clear. So there you go. We've had a bit of rain in the last couple of days, to say the least. It was like a bloody monsoon yesterday afternoon. I think somebody was on the roof throwing buckets of water over just to make it look good. But yeah, there you go, folks. I'm getting stuck now because I can't think of what to say. And I can't reply to anybody because there's nothing for me to reply to. Well, I could go on about Birmingham still, but I don't know if you saw it on the news that an old bull escaped from the abattoir in Birmingham and ran around the city centre. And I've forgotten. I saw it on the news again today, and they said it had been caught and put in a sanctuary or whatever you call these people, sanctuaries for an old bull. And I think they called it bloody Graham. Or I might have got Graham wrong. They've given it a bloody stupid name anyway. It's a cow, for Christ's sake. Oh, we're going to save it from the abattoir. Oh, dickheads. They'll be asking for people to donate before long. Please donate to keep this cow alive. You just put a bullet in its head and send it abroad. Yeah, Noxie, I was surprised when he quit, and I wasn't surprised when he came back. I think he quit because it was a knee-jerk reaction, Lots of us have done it in our lives where we've cut off our nose to spite our face. And, I'm glad he's back. I think he's a great guy. So there you go. It's given all these other dickheads who call themselves members for the people. I'm here doing my job for the people, lying bastards. There's no such thing. It's for their own fucking good they're doing it. It's so that when they retire, they get a bloody good pension, and then they can piss off to a superb job where they don't have to do fuck all week like they do now, nothing. So anyway, yeah, I think it shows, quite honestly, it shows that I don't know what it shows really. I do, but I can't think of the words just to say it. But good on him. I like him. Oh, bollocks to the swear box. It's full up. I can't fill it anymore. I'm saying that. It's my swear box. You know, I could just empty it, couldn't I? Yeah, I could really. But I'm saving it. And I'm saving it for when we have the next get together, because I presume we'll be having one at some point. And so yeah, yeah. So anyway, getting back to the Reform guy, I think Reform are doing a great job. All these people who say, well, where are you going to pay for this and where are you going to pay for that? Well, what has that got to do with it? It's 4 years away before the fucking voting. What difference does it make if they've already got a plan in place where they're going to get all this money from? So there you go. It's they've got 4 years to plan. So there you go. I rate Reform. But saying that, I did have a soft spot for Boris, but he never used it. It's still at the bottom of the garden. It's not been used. And there you go. Oh, Noxie, that's a nice thing to say. Thank you. Paul, you know damn well that is not going to happen. We can all live in hope, but that will not ever happen. So we've got a long time to wait. The only time if his party start, not Reform, if the Labour start fighting among themselves and being the twats that they used to be under that other silly twat they used to have, and it all breaks apart, then of course there'll be a snap election to say, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm going to the people, and they'll say, yeah, keep doing it. Well, they won't, because you're useless. Yeah, well, there you go. Who is a fan of Starmer besides his bloody wife? And saying that, I'm not sure whether she will be. But yeah, Kels, but the consequences didn't do Charles I very much good, did it? Quite honestly. So there's no chance of the king dissolving Parliament. No chance in this world. He's got more chance of growing another head than that. So we've just got to hope that all these Labour MPs start falling out among themselves. And get somebody in who might be able to do the job. Yeah, Dom. I'm fairly certain the king can't interfere with Parliament anymore. I'm fairly certain you can't. He's a figurehead. He doesn't, the Parliament decide what happens. He doesn't. All this thing, well, we're going to see the king and whatever. It's just a show. It's all a fucking pantomime. That's all it is. Oh, I'm going to the king tomorrow to resign. Well, you don't fucking have to. Just resign. It's just a pantomime. So there you go. There's yeah. I don't think we're very lucky in getting. We won't get rid of that useless twat in charge for quite a long time. I don't think, even though he's making some glorious pig's ears of stuff he's doing, is Kels, you want to take them dark glasses off, darling. If you've got those dark glasses on, take them off. Because there's no way that Kemi Badenoch, or Badenoch, or however you pronounce her pigging name, should become the Prime Minister. And the reason is not her, it's all the cronies behind her. They're all dickheads, basically. So she can be nice. But it isn't her who runs the country, is it? It's all the others who are in there with her. And, they're all backstabbing bastards, and they always have been. That's how the Conservative Party have always been. They've always been a backstabbing party. And, I don't know, but if anybody notices, but whenever there's any kind of political shit going on, the BBC go out and bring out all the backstabbing bastards from earlier on. Who wants to listen to those dickheads talking? Get some people in who know what they're talking about, who want to save us, not themselves, save us as the people. And what is it? I don't know how long ago it was, but let's say it was 12 months ago when that long-haired thing stood up in Parliament and said, we're going to take away the winter fuel allowance. And for 6 months, they said, no, that's it. That's not going to change. That's it. That's the rules. It's not going to change. Boom. And then, of course, the elections, the local elections come up and Labour get kicked to shit. Conservatives get kicked to shit. And then they realise, oh, heck, we've got to put something right again. So now they're going to give some pensioners their money. And when I say their money, I don't mean their money. I mean, the winter fuel payment. They can stick it up their ass for all I care, quite honestly. So, but yeah, Noxie, it has. It's given me something to talk about. When I get on my high horse, I can't stop, can I? But, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, we know what party would be the dominant party if we had an election this week. We know who it would be. But there's 4 years, so things can change in 4 years. So what's good now might be a bag of shit in 4 years' time. So there you go. And, while we're on the subject, the of the government, the one good thing they've done, and they haven't done it all, but they've done one good thing, is they've raised the defence budget, which they should have done. All these. When I was in the army, started in 66, and all the way through 66, all the way through to now, or whatever, a year ago, whatever, it's been cuts, cuts, cuts all the time. Yeah, we're raising their pay, but we're going to raise how much they're going to pay for their bed and their accommodation and whatever. So they used to get decent pay rises, and then everything else they'd have to pay for, and so they didn't really get the thing. But raising the defence budget is quite good. However, raising it so that we buy American shit is not a good thing, is it? That's why Trump, on his high horse over there across the pond, sitting there saying, all you NATO people and European people should be putting 5% of your gross profits, or whatever you call the bloody thing. Do we make a profit? Anyway, however it's worked out, gross domestic product, I think it's GDP. You should be putting 5% of that into your defence budget. And the only reason he's saying that is because he knows everybody buys their shit. So obvious, if everybody puts their defence budget up by 5%, they get all the bloody money. Now I know that you've got Dipstick down in London at the moment saying, well, we're going to build 12 new underwater fishing boats, or whatever you call them, submarines, that's the word. We're going to build 12 new submarines. Great. And they'll be built in this country because we have, in Barrow in Furness, that's where they build them. And I think they do them in Scotland as well, but I might be wrong there. Anyway, but it isn't only building them, you've got to put the stuff inside them. And where do we get the stuff to put inside them? Across the pond. And we give the money to that fat, useless twat across the water. So there you go. It's we do have a few defence companies in this country. We have quite a few, I think, in Northern Ireland, quite upmarket stuff. Upmarket doesn't sound right, does it? They're not making music. They're making fucking bombs or aeroplane bombs or whatever you call these flying fish. They're making them. Anyway, so, but again, we've got to buy, the chips that go inside them and, all that kind of shit. We don't make them ourselves. We have to import them. And where do we import them from? Well, might not be America at the moment, but it will be soon, because he's telling everybody if they don't move their fucking things over to his country, they're never going to be able to trade again. We should just go like that to him. That's what we should do to that fat, useless waste of space across the pond. The whole world should do it and show him what kind of a twat he is. Yeah, Dom, there's waste everywhere. And we can all see where, it's not hard to find out, what a waste of money that is, or what a waste of money that is. You can see them, can't you? But it's the people who get in there who can't, they walk in and their eyes go like that. They go fucking blind and they don't see all these wastes and whatever. So anyway, there's waste everywhere. Wherever you look, there's waste. And you just need somebody who's got some balls to stand up and say, this needs doing and we're going to do it. And this is how it's going to be done. But all these things need to be, evening jelly, all these things need to be done fairly. You know, is it fair that, I don't know, I might get figures wrong, but is it fair that we all get this £12,500 a year thing for your tax, you know? So you can earn £12,500 a year before paying any tax. Hasn't gone up for 6 years. You know, so inflation's gone up. So when we were earning when you could earn £12,500 6 years ago, you weren't paying that much tax. However, it hasn't changed, has it? It's still £12,500. So we pay more tax. More people are paying tax. And unfortunately, they're the ones who've got fucking huggings of money don't want to pay tax. I don't want to pay tax, quite honestly, but I pay it. Basically, because I can't fucking get out of it. So, yeah, so there you go. It's get somebody in that. I don't care who runs the country, as long as they run it for us, for our benefit. You know, you've got all these snowflakes and namby-pambies and whatever you call these fucking people saying we should be sending international aid to the Sudan and to Yemen. And what the fuck for? Why should we send money to them? Oh, well, it's the right thing to do. Yeah, great. Of course it is. Of course it's right. It's fucking not right. Spend it on ourselves. So there you go. So if it was me, I'd just fucking bomb a lot of them. But we can't anymore, can we? You know, all these stupid people have still got it into the head that we're I nearly said master race, but that sounds a bit Nazified. I didn't really mean master race. You know, they still think we're the colonial rulers. You know, we ruled half the fucking world, or 2/3 of the world, or whatever it was. You know, we don't anymore. We're lucky that we're ruling our bloody selves. You know, even can't remember the place now. Anyway, it doesn't make any difference. You know what I mean, don't you? Just because in the past we're a big country and we could afford to throw our money about all around the world or whatever, and if the money didn't work, we sent in the gunboats. But, you know, and if that didn't work, we pissed off and left them. But anyway, so there you go. Yes, you're right. Anyway, so, you know, that's my point. And I know I can go off on one every so often, and I do go off on one. And hopefully tomorrow night, Bobby will push me in that direction. Because normally at the beginning, you know, before we actually go on air, he'll come along and he'll say, right, you know, what are we going to talk about tonight? And the blah, blah, blah. And I'll say, let's just go with the flow, Bobby, and see what comes along. You know, I'm not into planning what we're going to say, because I don't plan. I'm not into planning shit. And the first thing he does, he'll say something about the fat twat. And he knows I'm gonna react. So there you go. That's what life is all about, isn't it? Paul's reacting, getting his gob going. But yeah, it's Doxy, you won't have to mention politics because somebody will mention it. And even if somebody doesn't, Bobby will. I'll bring it into the conversation somewhere. So yeah. So there you go. You know, this is why our country is basically on its knees. We could easily afford to do a lot of things if we don't start giving out our money to aid. Stop all the aid. Why should we give our money away? Yeah, because it's a dumb thing. That's what decent people do. Well, it fucking isn't, is it? We've got half the world not giving us anything. Is that decent? No, is it? Fuck. And I don't know how much our international aid budget is. It might be just a tiny little, piss in the wind money. I don't know. Pin money. I have no idea. But to me, if it was a quid, it's a pound more than it should be. So we shouldn't give any aid to any country except our own. So there you go. We save the money, use it on ourselves. And, I don't know. Get the bloody act together. They could have got their act together back in the 60s, when people had some sense and they're saying, oh, we've got, we've got all this oil and it's all going to be really cheap. We've found gas under the sea. Everybody's going to get free gas. Well, it never fucking happened. None of that happened. We didn't get free gas. We didn't get cheap fuel because they put fucking taxes on it. So they taxed it coming out of the ground, they taxed it going over ground, and then they taxed it coming out of our cookers or out of our cars or whatever, because they're a load of thieving pillocks. They want more money. Give me more money. That's the problem with them. Yeah, so, I mean, and like I say, I just think aid, we shouldn't be giving aid, quite honestly, to any country. We don't owe anybody a debt, if that's the right word, Oh, well, you're repaying for the ills your country's done to ours over the years. Well, that was fucking years ago. Not this year, not last year, not in my lifetime. In 5 generations ago, when they used to put people in chains and wick them across the fucking ocean. Those days have gone. It's us. Why are we trying to make up for what our ancestors have done? If that was the case, the fat twat across the pond, we should send him a bill because it was ours. And they just rioted and started killing people. There you go. How far back do we have to go? Anyway, it's come to 8 o'clock, folks. Do you know that last half hour's whizzed by? I don't know how, but it's fucking whizzed by. I've loved it. Loved it. I know I go on a little bit and I do get angry and I do swear and I do whatever, but I don't really give a fuck. I used to, but I don't now. I don't care. Anyway, so thanks for coming, people. Don't forget, down below, give a like or a dislike. I don't mind which you do, but give one or the other. And if you want, put a comment in, because it all helps on this thing in YouTube called the algorithm. It's the only bloody rhythm I'm going to get in my life is a fucking algorithm. Anyway, there you go. So tomorrow night, it's me and Bobby, if he manages to get his ass out of bed. And we'll be on at 7 o'clock, this channel, and live long and prosper. And thank you all for coming, and TTFN.